Hey everybody, it's Rutter at Greenbelt Plateau, and it's a beautiful day. We're just getting ready to start a project here, and I thought I'd give you a little update on what we're doing and what the work's going to look like. So we're going to do the flip, and then I'll kind of show you what we're looking at. Okay, bridge over the ditch, as everybody's aware of. I'm going to back her out a little bit. So last year we did these little features right here. So we did kind of a harder, more blackish climb or step up right there, and then we did like a more easy intermediate one. Obviously we burned in this little reroute around here to let people go around that, and then I just happened to notice that somebody put this in sometime here in the last little bit, so it's a hard line. Talked to staff about it and they're like, yeah, we're cool with that. So we're probably just gonna jumble this up and just try to keep this from eroding as much as it is, and then shore this up a little bit so it doesn't, because it's kind of janky. But it is another hard line in here, and staff was cool with it, so yay to that. This whole area is, if you know, basically dumps in down here. You got a really wide trail system, and you're carrying all the water off this hillside. As you can see, here's a little drainage right here popping down. All this water is just flowing down and then just gutting through here, and so it's exposing all this rock, and that's what's been the issue over time, is just all this rock getting exposed, stuff falling out, lines are changing all over the place, and it's just getting to be kind of denuded. So we want to try to armor things in place by creating some options here and keep it kind of holding up. So then the next phase of that was to get some proper drainage right through this section, narrow it back down. So we definitely want to have a lead in going into the reroute section here, make that nice and clean, and then have a drop in here as well. That harder line's coming in right here, up and into it. So we'll probably pop a lot of these water bars that aren't even being used anymore because everybody's riding through here, and then get some proper, I'll use the excavator to get some proper drains in here. Same thing here. Looking at this section, I like this one. I think we're going to keep this water bar. I am going to put a little better lead in rock right here. It's just a little flatter. Whoop, Rutter coming in. Howdy ho, man. And then we're going to move up to this section. So this is going to be the reroute of this corner, just because this corner never made sense. Like, it's always it's just kind of awkward. Obviously it's just carrying a ton of water, and there's no way to get it off. It's just so much lower than the rest of the landscape. So we're just going to do a more rounded radius turn here with a couple drains in it. So I roughed that in yesterday just so you can kind of see it, because there's so much brush here you wouldn't be able to see what was what. So I thought I'd wait until I got it roughed in, but you can see this is it. So get a little dip here, so we're getting some water off right where the machine is. I'll have a dip on the other side where it's coming off. And then we're just gonna round this corner off here a little bit more. So I'm gonna dip in here and get a drainage. So we're gonna come out here, around, and then back across through here so we can get a little bit more drainage in this, and then take care of this section, which is just kind of convoluted and all over the place. So, and then obviously you can see this whole hillside basically flushes through this like a sluice and then just cuts all the way down. So this trail's been moving around for years. So we're just gonna offer a more rounded radius turn here. You can see that drain a little bit better coming around the machine here, dipping in. Keep a little bit more narrow at 3 feet through this section, and then on the end here, this just happens to kind of die off right here, and this rock just happened to be poking out. So I'm going to use this guy to angle in. So what I want to do is create a nice easy up for the rest of people, but then have some step up options through all this too, to keep some of that rockiness, because I think people appreciate having that. So we'll make this a little bit wider through here so that people can come in and then use and do step ups and whatever to get through this. So I'm going to play that by ear as I go to see what rock I have. This will all get armored in to connect to the trail here, and then I'll probably have one ramp rock leading in, and then I'll probably leave one as a step up, and then I'll probably make something harder on this side for people that want to try something a little bit harder, just so they because I would say the majority of people are riding through this line right here, coming up and around, and then riding through here. So they're not doing the step ups up this anymore for the most part. Some people are coming down those, pop, pop, and then in. But we're just gonna round it off here and then see what we can do to make that better and get some more drainage in there. So that's the goal. So I just want to give everybody a heads up on what's happening, why it's happening, and yeah, moving forward. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.